Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group 2. We'll talk about unemployment of Russia. Before we go through the topic, I would like to introduce myself and our team members. My name is Nur Hamizah and my team is Jazmira Ayuni, Nur Amira, Wan Muhammad Ibrahim Adham, Nur Shajana Akila, and last but not least, Ahmad Daniel. This is the topic that we will discuss in this video.
So here is the introduction of this report. First of all, the purpose of this report is to examine the unemployment trends and issue in Russia over the past decade, which is 2013 until 2023. Next, the purpose is to discover what are the factors, how they affect the economy of Russia country by analyzing it, and how to overcome the unemployment problem. And what is the concept of unemployment? Unemployment occurs when someone is willing and able to work but does not have a paid job. Next, unemployment is a key indicator of economic performance, as high unemployment signifies economic distress, while low unemployment indicates economic prosperity.
Did you know that Russia is the largest country on earth? It covers an expansive 17,125,192 square kilometers, accounting for more than one-half of the world's inhabited land area. Russia is home to the largest expanse of forests of any nation globally. The president of Russia is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, born on October 7, 1952. In the 2010 census, Russia's population was recorded at 142.8 million, a number that increased to 146.2 million by 2021 following the annexation of Crimea in 2014. The ruble served as the currency of both the Russian Empire and the Soviet Union. The economy hinges largely on its abundant natural resources, encompassing oil, coal, iron ore, gold, and aluminium. In terms of trade, Russia exports primarily petroleum, natural gas, wood and wood products, metals, and chemicals.
This is about the unemployment rate, which is historical data. And as you can see in the picture as well, the data or the rate is always changing. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. And now we move on to the data and analysis. During the period of 2013 to 2015, Russia had a relatively stable unemployment rate with a range of 5.46% to 5.57%. However, start from the year of 2016, the rate began to drop, dropping at approximately 5.21% in 2017. In the subsequent years, from 2018 to 2020, the unemployment rate gradually decreased, reaching around 4.5% in the end of 2019, and in 2020 was 5.59%, which is a 1.09% increase from 2019. However, with the outbreak of the COVID-19 in the year 2020, unemployment escalated to 5.59% during the pandemic. By 2021, the unemployment rate started to reduce again at 4.72% when the economy started to bounce back, helped the government through stimulus and vaccinations. In 2022, the unemployment rate stabilized around 3.87%. In comparison to the last year, the youth unemployment rate of Russia reduced to percent points, which is in the bracket negative 1.92% in 2023.
Okay, let's move to the next part. Effects of unemployment in Russia. The first effect was toward the individual. The first effect towards the individual was mental stress. The extended duration of unemployment leads to increasingly severe health impacts, including heightened depression and the worsening of other health conditions over time. The second one was directly linked to poverty. Unemployment directly tied to poverty due to lack of work and the need to cover all living expenses. They may struggle to afford basic necessities such as food, housing, and healthcare, leading to increased poverty. The third effect was social isolation. Unemployment individual may experience social stigma and reduce social interaction, leading to feelings of isolation and low self-esteem. The second one was efforts toward the society. The first effort towards the society was educational impact. Unemployment may discourage young people from pursuing higher educational or vocational training, potentially leading to a less skilled workforce in the long term. The second one was increased crime rates among the society members. Economic hardship caused by unemployment can contribute to higher crime rates, as individuals may resort to illegal activities to meet financial needs. The third one was social tension. Rising unemployment can lead to social unrest and dissatisfaction, as individuals and communities experience heightened economic insecurity and inequality. Okay, let's move to the effects towards the economy. The first one was reduced consumer spending. High unemployment leads to decreased consumer confidence and spending, impacting retail sales and overall economic growth. The second one was economic strain. High unemployment rates impose financial burdens on the government, requiring increased expenditure on social welfare by reducing tax revenues, thereby affecting overall economic stability. The third one was investment decline. Uncertainty caused by high unemployment rates can deter domestic and foreign investment, further slowing economic development and job creation. And the fourth one was increased social spending. Government expenditure rise as unemployment benefits and social welfare programs are expanded to support affected individuals and families.
How to overcome the problem of unemployment using fiscal policy? Fiscal policy can decrease unemployment by helping to increase aggregate demand and the rate of economic growth. The government will need to pursue a expansionary fiscal policy. This involves cutting taxes and increasing government spending. Lower taxes increase disposable income and therefore help to increase consumption, leading to higher aggregate demand (AD). With an increase in AD, there will be an increase in real gross domestic product (GDP). The GDP is an inflation-adjusted measure that reflects the value of all goods and services produced by an economy in a given year. If firms produce more, there will be an increase in demand for workers and therefore lower demand deficient unemployment. Also, with higher aggregate demand and strong economic growth, fewer firms will go bankrupt, meaning fewer job loss. Hayes was an active advocate of an expansionary fiscal policy during a prolonged recession. He argues that in a recession, resources of both capital and labor are idle. Therefore, the government should intervene and create additional demand to reduce unemployment. Next, let's talk about impact of higher AD on economy. This diagram shows an increase in AD causing higher real GDP. The increase in output leads to firms needing more workers. However, it depends on other components of AD. For example, if confidence is low, cutting taxes may not increase consumer spending because people prefer to save. Second impact is fiscal policy may have time lags. For example, a decision to increase government spending may take a long time to affect aggregate demand (AD). Third impact is if the economy is close to full capacity, an increase in AD will only cause inflation. Next impact is expansionary fiscal policy will require higher government borrowing. And the last impact is, in the long run, expansionary fiscal policy may cause crowding out. That is, the government increase spending, but because they borrow from the private sector, they have less to spend. And therefore, AD doesn't increase. However, Keynesians argue crowding out will not occur in a liquidity trap.
Next, I will talk about how to solve the problem. First, improving the investment climate. Investment climate refers to the economic, financial, and socio-political conditions in a country or region that impact whether individuals, banks, and institutions are willing to lend and acquire a stake, such as investment in the business operating there. Second, investing in infrastructure. Investing in infrastructure can have a positive and multiplier effect on economic growth, and employment can also reduce income inequality and poverty levels by giving low-income households access to basic services. Third, creating a more efficient goods market. Efficient market is characterized by perfect, complete, costless, and instant transmission of information. Asset prices is an efficient market fully reflect on information available to market participants. Lastly, strengthening trade relationship. Strong relationships are very important in business, especially in international, where there needs to be so much trust because big things can happen across large distance.
To conclude our presentation, the unemployment of Russia will lead to an increase in social benefits, but the economic effect productivity growth relatively quickly compensate for this cost. The country's labor market situation deteriorate in summer of 2020 due to coronavirus, which is COVID-19 pandemic. The future of unemployment in Russia will depend on the country's ability to navigate economic challenges and promote inclusive growth. That's all from us. Thank you for watching this video.